Artistic Director Jeremy, here to welcome you to the Boozy Bard presentation of William Shakespeare's Troilus and Cressida? RAWish. For those of you who were not previously aware, first off, how it's pretty much all we've talked about. But we have cut the characters of Troilus and Cressida from this play. They were boring and we hated them and also kind of gross. So yeah, they're gone. If you want a quick summary of what their plot sounded like, Andrea and Nicole made a whole drunken and ranty video about it that you can see elsewhere on the page. It was like an hour long. It was great. So yeah. So welcome to that. But before we do anything else, this is the part in the show where I would normally say, players to the stage. Hey, as they all pop up one by one. Craziness. All right. Now, for those of you who've never been to a Shakespeare Raw show in the past, this is not normally how we do it. Normally we do it on stage. And normally these players all walk up one by one to pull a character name out of this hat to determine who they're going to be playing. But tonight we're not going to be doing that. I'm going to be pulling these names out, showing them to the camera so that we can know that there's no trickery or chicanery goings on, and they will know who they are playing. So I'm just going to go one by one across as I see them on the screen. I don't know how you see them. But first, Andrea Roedel-Schroder will be Patroclus. Stephen Wolterstorff will be playing... Hi there. Achilles.
Excellent.
First two, got the leads out of the way.
Nice.
Yes. All right, Blake Baranowski, who joins the cast tonight, will be playing Thersites, Andromache, and Aeneas. Three. Yes, three. Jason Myers will be Agamemnon. Reince will be Ulysses.
Alrighty.
Jim Donaldson will be Joshua Klingman will be Ajax and Cassandra, which means yes, and those are your players, ladies and gentlemen. Now, as I said, for those of you who've never been to one of our shows, the reason that we do these shows the way that we do is we're trying to do these shows the way they were done in the time of William Shakespeare. Confusing, I'm aware, but back then, shows, you didn't rehearse for a week, for months at a time to do one weekend of shows. You had about 3 days, if you were lucky. And so that's the energy we're trying to recreate here tonight. Now, is also normally when I babble on for a fair amount of time to give the players time to get into character, read. But they're doing this from the comfort of their home, so they don't have costumes and props to worry about. I mean, they do, but this is much more minimal from what we normally do, which is saying something. But I do still have a few things I need to cover before we get the show started. First and foremost, things are kind of in a weird place right now in the world. We all know that. But, yeah. So, we actually had a long discussion as to whether or not to even do the show tonight. But we ultimately decided that, people are looking for something, some sort of form of escape from everything going on in the world right now. So, here we are. However, we are not going to we're not ignorant of the fact that the world's in a weird place. However, we are going to do what we can to help in our own small way. Normally, live shows. After this is done, being a casting director, it becomes the cast shakedown artist. And we ask you to put any sort of tips you may be interested in the hat. And we're asking you to do that again this time, except instead of in a hat, I provided a link in the show notes for the Black August Solidarity Fund. They are a mutual aid fund here in Milwaukee that is helping out with bail for the protesters, among other things here in Milwaukee, but obviously that's kind of the thing that's immediately important. So any money you would have given to us, please give to them, because they're doing a lot of great work right now. Let's see, other things that I meant to talk about in this program. Yeah, drinking game. Because the plague is still a thing, we are going to continue our plague drinking game, which is anytime one of the players touches their face, even a little bit, go ahead and drink. And not only go ahead and drink, but call them out in the comments as well. Let's see. Oh, next show. This is words. Our next show, we plan to do a picture of Dorian Gray. Now, those of you may remember, we did that back in 2016 as a real show. It was our first and to date only real show we've ever done. And it did okay. However, we were still pretty new at that time, and we may have bitten off more than we could chew in terms of putting a show on its feet. Everyone else was great. It was mostly on my end, completely admittedly. And so we decided we're going to try and bring it back as a audio type show. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm just doing a quick check to make sure that this video is working. Yep, it's working. Cool. Yes, so we're going to be doing that 2 weeks from tonight, which is June 17th, once again at 7 p.m. Even though that this will not be the standard Raw show that you're used to, it will be in this style, such as it is. We will probably be continuing to collect donations at that time. So if you don't hit us up, if you don't have anything that you're able to hit us up with this time and you want to do that later, awesome, you can do it then. Yeah, I believe that covers everything I need to say. We will have an intermission. Those of you who are used to these shows, normally you see Bryan on our cast. He's not able to do tonight. However, we do have a song, and it wasn't even written by Bryan. No, someone else wrote the song, and we'll get into that. So yeah, so it'll be a little over halfway through, as we normally do. And I suppose let's get to this here show. So I bring to you William Shakespeare's The Trojan War. Let's call it that. William Shakespeare's The Trojan War, Raw. Act 1, Scene 1. The Grecian camp in Agamemnon's tent. A senate sounds. Agamemnon, Nestor, and Ulysses enter.
Speak, Princess Ithaca, and be it of less expect, that matter needless of importless burden divide thy bliss. When we are confident, when rank Thersites opes his majestic jaws, we shall hear music, wit and org.
Troy, yet upon his bases has been down, and the great Hector's sword has lacked a master. But for these instances, the special impartiality of rule hath been neglected. Force should be right, or rather right and wrong, between those whose endless jar justice resides. Should lose their names and so justice too, then everything includes itself in power, power into will, will into appetite, and appetite in ununiversal wolves. So doubly seconded with will and power, must make performance a universal prey. And last, eat up himself. Great Agamemnon. This chaos, when decree is suffocated, follows the choking and the neglection of decree it is, that by pace goes backward with a purpose it hath to climb. The general is disdained by him one step below, he by the next by him beneath. So every step, exampled by the first pace that is sick upon his superior, rose to an envious fever of pale and bloodless emulation. And 'tis this fever that keeps Troy on foot, not her own sinews. To end a tale of length, Troy in our weakness stands not in her strength.
Most wisely hath Ulysses here discovered fever whereof our power is sick.
Stupid mute button. The nature of the sickness found Ulysses. What is the remedy?
The great Achilles, whom a panion crowns the sinew and the forehand of our host, having his ear full of his airy fame, grows daintily of his worth, and in his tent lies mocking our designs. With him, Patroclus, upon a lazy bed the livelong day, breaks surreal jest, and with ridiculous and awkward action, which slanderer he imitation calls, he pageants us. And in this fashion, all of our abilities, gifts, natures, shapes, severals, and generals of grace exact, achievements, plots, orders, preventions, excitements to the field, or speech or truce, success or loss, what is or is not, serves as stuff for those two to make paradoxes.
And in the imitation of these twain, who, as Ulysses says, opinion crowns Ajax. With imperial voice, many are in fact. Ajax is grown, well, self-willed, and bears his head in such a reign, in full and proud of place, as broad Achilles. Keeps his tent like him, makes factious feasts, reveals in our state of war, bold as an oracle, and says Thersites, a slave whose gall coins slander like a mint. To match us in comparisons with dirt, to weaken and discredit our exposure. How ranks so around it with danger?
A Senate sound. Enter Aeneas.
What would you for our tent?
Yeah, is this the great Agamemnon's tent, Andrea, you said?
Even this?
May one that is a herald and a prince do a fair message to his kingly ears?
With Thersites stronger than Achilles' arm, for all the Greekest heads, which with one voice call Agamemnon, head and general.
Fairly even large security. How may a stranger to those most imperial looks know them from the eyes of other mortals?
Ow.
Yeah, I ask that I might waken my reverence, and bid the chief be ready with a blush. Modest as morning when she coldly eyes the youth Phoebus, which is that god in office guiding men. Which one of you is the high and mighty Agamemnon?
This Trojan floor is us. Or the men of Troy are ceremonious courtiers.
Courtiers, yes, free as debonair, unarmed, as bending angels. That's their frame in peace, but when they would seem soldiers, they have galls. Good arms, strong joints, true swords, and Jove's accord. Nothing that the praised himself bring the praise forth. But what the repining enemy commands, that breath faint rose, that praise soul sure transcends.
Sir, you of Troy, call yourself Aeneas?
No.
Me,
Us.
us,
Aeneas.
Aeneas,
Aeneas.
Aeneas.
Hey, Greek, that is not my name.
What's
But
your,
I see we're not getting anywhere.
what's your affair, I pray you?
Pardon, 'tis for ears.
He hears not privately that comes from Troy.
Yeah, nor I from Troy come not to whisper him. I bring a trumpet to awake his ear, and to set the sense of the attentive bent and then to speak.
Speak frankly as a wind. It is not Agamemnon's sleeping hour. That thou know. Trojan, he is awake. He tells thee so himself.
We have great Agamemnon here in Troy, a prince called Hector. Priam is his father, who in this dull and long continued truce is rusty growth. He bade me take a trumpet and to this purpose speak. Kings, princes, lords, there be one among the fairest of Greece that holds his honor higher than his ease, that seeks his praise more than he fears his peril, that knows his valor and knows not his fear. To him this challenge. Hector, few of Trojans and Greeks shall make it good, or do his best to do it, and will tomorrow with his trumpet call midway between your tents and the walls of Troy, if any come, Hector shall honor them.
This shall be told our soldiers, Lord Aeneas. If then one is, or has, or means to be, that means one meets Hector. If none else, I am.
Tell him of Nestor, one that was a man.
That's Nestor's line.
Tell him of Nestor, the one that was a man. When Hector's grandsire sucked. He is old now. But if there be not our Grecian host one noble that had the spark of fire, the answer for his love. Tell him of me. I'll hide my silver beard that I long shaved off in a gold beaver. And in my vent brace, put his withered brawn, and meeting him will tell him that my lady was fairer than his grand man in such as chance. And made me this world, his youth and flood. I proof his truth with 3 drops of blood.
Okay, Boomer.
Yeah, you tell him.
Now heavens forbid such scarcity.
Amen.
There, Lord Aeneas, let me touch your hand.
Be careful.
Open.
Why? You're such a prick. To our pavilion shall I lead you, sir. Achilles shall have word of the tent. Those shall each lord of Greece, from tent to tent. Yourself shall feast with us before you go and find the welcome of a noble.
Exalt all but Ulysses and Nestor.
Exalted.
Nestor. Nestor!
Hey, Nestor, you're not done.
Nestor! Hey! There you are.
There was some. Where we at? Well, and how now? No, wait. But they had.
Top of 5.
Hey, Nestor. What's up?
I'm sorry. What says Ulysses?
I have a young conception in my brain. View my time to bring it to some shape.
And what is it?
Yeah. This 'tis blunt wedges ripe hard knots, the seated pride that hath to its maturity blown up, in rank Achilles must or now be cropped, or shedding challenge that the gallant Hector sends, however it is spread in general name, relates in purpose only to Achilles.
The purpose is perspicuous, even as substance. And whose grossness little characters sum up. I ain't got no kids. Hey, and in the publication, make no strain, but that Achilles, where his brain is barren, as banks of Libya, though Apollo knows tis drying up, will with great speed of judgment aim and clarity find X's purpose pointing on him.
And wake him to answer, think you?
Oh yeah, tis
Yeah?
me. May you well suppose can lad from Hector bring his honor up, huh? If not Achilles, thought be a sportful combat. Yet in trial much pain dwells. For here the Trojans taste our dearest few with their finest valor. And trust me, Ulysses, reputation shall be idly poised in this wild action. Protest shit, people don't like that. It is supposed that he needs Hector issues from our choice. The mutual act of all our souls makes merit her election. And doth put, and twere us all, and from us all, a man distilled out of our virtues, distilled out of our virtues. Hey, who miscarrying? She's miscarried us? I don't want to hear about us being miscarried. What heart receives from hence the conquering part? To steal a strong opinion to themselves? Which entertaining limbs are his instruments, less working than our swords and bows. Distinctive by the limbs.
Give my pardon to my speech. Therefore, 'tis meet Achilles, meet not Hector. Let us, like merchants, show our foulest wares, and think perchance they'll sell. If not, the luster of the better yet to show shall show the better. Do not consent that ever Hector and Achilles meet, for both our honor and our shame in this are dogged with two strange followers.
I see them not with my old eyes. What are they?
What glory our Achilles shares from Hector, were he not proud, we should all share with him, but he already is too insolent, and we were better parched in Afric's sun than in the pride and the salt scorn of his eyes. Should he escape Hector fair, if he were foiled, why then we did our main opinion crush in taint of our best man. No, make a lottery, and by device let Lockish Ajax draw the sword to fight with Hector. Among ourselves give him allowance for the better man, his crest that prouder than blue iris bends. If the dull brainless Ajax comes safe off, we'll dress him up in voices. If he fail, yet go we under our opinion still that we have better men. But hit or miss, our project's life, the shape of sense, assumes Ajax employed flux down Achilles' plume.
Ulysses, now I begin to relish the advice, and I will give a taste of it forthwith to Agamemnon. Go we with him straight. Two curs shall tame each other. Pride alone must tear the master's son as 'twere their bone.
Excellent. Act 2, Scene 1. A part of the Grecian camp. Enter Ajax and Thersites.
Thersites?
Oh, Agamemnon, how it boils? Full all over generally?
Thersites!
And did those boils abroad? Say so, bro. Did not the general run that? Was that not a bocce
bitch wolf's son! Canst thou not hear?
Oh, no, Matt. No. Don't spill the drink, Matt.
Feel then!
Plague of grease upon thee, thou mongrel. Beef-witted lord.
Speak then, thou vine whence leaven. Speak, I will beat thee into handsomeness.
Yeah, sure, bro. I shall sooner rail thee into wit and holiness. But I think thy horse will sooner con an oration than thou learn a prayer without book. Thou canst strike, canst thou? A red moraine of thy jade's tricks?
Toadstool, learn me the proclamation.
Yet dost thou think I have no sense, bruh? Thou strikest me thus?
The proclamation.
Ah, fool. Thou art proclaimed a fool, I think.
Do not, Porpentine. Do not. My fingers itch.
I would thou didst itch from head to foot, and I had the scratching of thee. Would make thee the loathsomest crab in Greece. When thou art forth the incursions, thou strikest as slow as another.
I say, the proclamation.
Thou grumblest and railest every hour on Achilles, bruh, and thou art as full of envy at his grace as Cerberus is at Proserpine's beauty, aye, that thou barkest at him.
Mistress, Thersites.
If thou shouldst strike him.
Go blow.
He would button thee into shivers with his fist, as a sailor breaks a biscuit. Ah!
You whoreson curl.
Stop! Do!
Thou stool for a witch.
I do. And thou sodden-witted lord, thou hast no more brain than I have in mine elbows. And Agamemnon may tutor thee, thou scurvy valiant ass. Thou art here but to trash the Trojans. And thou art bought and sold among those of any wit like a barbarian slave. If thou used to beat me, bro, I will begin at thy heel and tell you what thou art by inches. Thou thing of no bowels, thou.
You dog!
You scurvy lord. Ah, what did I tell you about the drink?
Girl!
Mars is idiot. Do rudeness, do camel, do.
Enter Achilles and Patroclus.
Why, how now, Ajax? Wherefore do you thus? How now, Thersites? What's the matter, man?
You see him there, do you?
Aye. What's the matter?
Nay, look upon him, both of them.
So I do. What's the matter?
Nay, regard him well.
Well, why do so?
But yet you not look well upon him. For whosoever you take him to be, he's Ajax.
know that, fool. Duh.
Aye, bruh. But that fool knows not himself.
Therefore, I beat thee.
No. What modicums of wit he utters. His evasions have ears thus long. I've bobbed his brain more than he's beat my bones, bruh. I will buy 9 sparrows for a penny, and his pia mater is not worth the 9th part of one of them. This lord, Achilles, Ajax, who wears his wit in his belly and his guts in his head, I tell you what I say of him.
What?
Oh, you actually want to know? I say, this bro Ajax
Hey,
here...
I'll beat him if you want me to.
No, it's cool. No, it's cool, Ajax. Don't worry about it.
I'm here.
has not so much wit.
Oh, dude, I gotta hold you on that one. Just settle down.
No, I would have
This is
decent
escalating.
quietness. But that bro fool will not. He there. That he. Look you there.
Oh, thou damn curl. I shall.
Will you set your wit to a fool, dude?
No,
Really?
no, bro, I warned you. For fools will shame it.
Good words, Thersites.
What's the quarrel, man?
Bade the vile owl go learn me the tenor of the proclamation. And he rails upon me.
Not my real dad, bro. I serve thee not.
Well, go to.
I serve here voluntarily.
Your last service was sufferance. 'Twas not voluntary. No man is beaten voluntarily. Ajax here was the voluntary, and you are under an impress.
Even so, bro, a great deal of your wit, too, lies in your sinews, or else they'll be liars. Hector has a great catch. If he knock out either of your brains, we're a good crack of fusty nut with no kernel.
What? With me too, Thersites?
There's Ulysses and old Nestor, whose wit was moldier your grandsires had nails on their toes, yoke you like draft oxen and make you plow up the wars.
What? Really?
Yes, bro, good sooth. To Achilles, to Ajax, oh!
Shall cut out your tongue.
No matter, bro. I shall speak as much as thou afterwards.
No more words, Thersites. Peace, do chill.
I'll hold my peace when Achilles' brack bids me, shall I?
There's for you, Patroclus.
I'll see y'all hanged like clock poles ere I come any more to your tents. I'll keep where there's wit stirring and leave this faction of fools.
A good riddance.
Marry this, sir. It's proclaimed through all our host that Hector, by the 5th hour of the sun, will, with a trumpet twixt our tents in Troy, tomorrow morning, call some knight to arms that hath a stomach, and such a one that dare maintain, I know not what, 'tis trash. Farewell.
Farewell. Who shall answer to him?
I know not. 'Tis put to lottery. Otherwise he knew his man.
Oh, me to you. I will go learn more of it.
Yeah.
Exeunt. Scene 2, the Grecian camp, outside Achilles' tent. Enter Thersites.
Oh, now, Thersites, bro. What lost in the labyrinth of thy fury? Shall the elephant Ajax carry it thus? He beats me and I rail at him? Oh, satisfaction would it were otherwise, that I could beat him whilst he railed at me. Shoo. I'll learn to conjure and raise devils, but I'll see some issue of my spiteful execrations. Then there's that muttonhead bro Achilles. Rare engineer. If Troy not be taken till these two undermine it, if the walls will stand till they fall themselves. O thou great thunder darter of Olympus, forget that thou art Jove, the king of the gods, and Mercury lose all the serpentine craft of thy caduceus. If ye not take that little less than little wit from them that they have, which by short-armed ignorance itself knows is so abundant of scarce, it will not in circumvention deliver a fly from a spider without drawing their massy irons and cutting the web. After this, the vengeance on that whole camp, or rather the bone ache for that, methinks is the curse dependent on those that war for a placket. I've said my prayers, and devil envy say, Amen! What? Oh, my lord Achilles!
Enter Patroclus.
Who's there? Thersites, good Thersites, come in and rail.
Yeah, if I could have remembered a gilt counterfeit, thou wouldst not have slipped out of my contemplation. But no matter, to thyself upon thyself. The common curse of mankind, folly and ignorance, be thine in great revenue. Heaven bless thee from a tutor, and discipline come not near me. Let the blood be thy direction till thy death, and then, if she that lays thee out says thou art a fair course, bruh, I'll be sworn and sworn upon it. She never shrouded any but lasers. Amen. Where's Achilles, bro?
What? Art thou devout? Was thou in prayer?
Oh, yeah, bro, the heavens hear me.
Enter Achilles.
Who's there?
Thersites, my lord.
Where? Ah, art thou come? Why, my cheese, my digestion. Why hast thou not served thyself into my table so many meals? Come, where's Agamemnon?
Thy commander, Achilles. Then tell me, Patroclus, what's Achilles?
Thy lord, Thersites, then tell me, I pray thee, what's thyself?
Thy knower, Patroclus. Then tell me, Patroclus, what art thou, bro?
Thou mayst tell that knowest.
Oh, tell.
Now decline the whole question. Agamemnon commands Achilles. Achilles is my lord. I am Patroclus's knower. And Patroclus is a fool, bro.
You rascal!
Peace, fool. I'm not done.
Is a privileged man. Proceed, Thersites.
Thank you, bro. Agamemnon is a fool. Achilles is a fool. Thersites is a fool. And, as aforesaid, Patroclus is a fool, bro.
Derive this. Come.
Okay, all right. Agamemnon is a fool to offer to command Achilles. Stay wild. But you, Achilles, are a fool to be commanded of Agamemnon. Stay wild, bro. Thersites is a fool to serve such a fool. Who's the more foolish, or the fool that follows him? And Patroclus over here is fool positive.
Why am I a fool?
Make that demand of the prover. It suffices me, thou art. Look you, who comes here?
Patroclus, I'll speak with nobody. Come in with me, Thersites.
Exit Achilles.
Here's such banter, such juggling, such knavery. All the argument is a cuckold and a whore. Good quarrel to draw emulous factions and bleed to death upon. Now the dry serpigo upon the subject. And war and lechery confound all.
Exit Thersites. Enter Agamemnon, Ulysses, Nestor, and Ajax.
Where is Achilles?
He's within his tent, but he's ill-disposed, my lord.
Let it be known to him that we are here. He sent our messengers, and we lay by our appointment, visiting of camp let him be told so, lest perchance he think we dare not move the question of our place, or know not what we are.
I'll say so to him.
Exit Patroclus.
We saw him at the opening of his tent. He is not sick.
Yes, lion sick. Sick of proud hearts. You may call it melancholy, if you will favor the man. But by my head, 'tis pride. But why? Why? Let him show us the cause.
Re-enter Patroclus.
That's the smartest thing I've ever heard you say.
So Achilles bids me to say he is much sorry if anything more than your sport and pleasure did move your greatness and this noble state to call upon him. He hopes is no other but for your health and your digestion's sake and after dinner breath.
Hear you. Hear you, Patroclus. We are too well acquainted with these answers. But his evasion, wing is thus swift with scorn, cannot outfly our apprehensions. Much a tribute he hath, and much the reason why we ascribe it to him. Yet all his virtues, not virtuously on his own part beheld, do in our eyes begin to lose their gloss. Yea, like fair fruit in an unwholesome dish, are like to rot untasted. Go and tell him we come to speak with, and you say we think him overproud and under-honest, himself as something greater than in the note of judgment, and worthier than himself. Here tends the savage strangeness he puts on, disguise the holy strength of their command. And he underwrites and observing kind, his humorous his lose his past and whole carriage of this action rode on top. Tell him that if he overhold his price so much, will none of him, but let him like an enviable under the port. Hither, this cannot go to war. A stirring dwarf we do allowance give before a sleeping giant. Tell him.
I shall, and I'll bring his answer presently.
Exit Ulysses, or exit Patroclus.
In second voice will not be satisfied. We come to speak with him. Ulysses, enter you.
Exit Ulysses.
What? Is he more than another?
No more than what he thinks he is.
Is he so much? Do you not think he thinks himself a better man than
No.
I am?
No question.
Will you subscribe his thoughts and say he is?
No, noble Ajax. You are as strong, as valiant, as wise, and no less noble, much more gentle, and altogether more tractable.
Why should a man be proud? How doth pride grow? I know not what pride is.
Your mind is the clearer, Ajax, and your virtues the fairer. He that is proud eats up himself. Pride is his own glass, his own trumpet, his own chronicle, and whatever praises itself but in the deed devours the need in the praise.
I do hate a proud man, as I hate the engendering of toads.
Enter Ulysses.
Achilles will not to the field tomorrow. Nope.
What's his excuse?
Right? He doth rely on none, but carries on the stream of his dispose, without observance or respect of any, in will peculiar and in self-admission. Mm-hmm.
Why will he not upon our fair request untent his person and fare the air with us?
Things small as nothing for request's sake only. He makes important, Possessed he is with greatness, and speaks not to himself, but with a pride that quarrels at self-breath, imagined worth, holds in his blood such swollen and hot discourse, that twixt his mental and his active parts kingdom Achilles in commotion rages, and batters down himself. What should I say? He is so plagued proudly that the death tokens of it cry no recovery.
Let Ajax go to him. Dear Lord, go you and greet him in his tent. Instead he holds you well, and will be led at your request a little from himself.
If I go to him with my armed fist, I'll pash him o'er the face.
Oh, no. You
No.
shall not go.
And be proud with me. I'll feast his pride. Let me go to him.
Not for the worth that hangs upon our quarrel.
A paltry, insolent
Not gonna happen.
fellow.
Nestor.
Nestor, bottom of 17.
Nestor, are we there already?
Yes.
And Twood, you'd carry half.
Nope. Bottom of 17, my dude.
Middle of 17.
Oh, how he describes himself.
Can he not be sociable?
The raven chides blackness.
I'll let his humor's blood.
He will be the physician that should be the patient.
And all men were oh my mind, I should
Wit would be out of fashion.
I should not bear it so. I should eat swords first.
Oh, you want these swords?
Shall pride carry it?
And Twood, you carry half.
I would have 10 shares.
I will need him. I'll make him supple.
Oh, he's not yet through war. Force him with praises. Pour in. Pour in. His ambition is dry.
My lord, you feed too much on his dislike.
Hey, our noble general do so. And you must prepare to fight with Achilles.
Why, 'tis this naming of him does him harm. Here is a man, but 'tis before his face. I will be silent.
Wherefore should you be so? He is not immaculous, as Achilles is.
Know the whole world he is as valiant.
A whoresome dog that shall pelter thus with us. Would he were a Trojan?
Oh. Oops. It's not me, is it?
Yep, it's you. 18.
Oh, yeah. And what vice were it in Ajax?
Oh, if he were proud,
Or goodness of praise?
I or surly born.
Yeah, or strange. He's strange, I see it. Self-affected.
There is no tearing here. The heart Achilles keeps thicket. Please it, our great general, to call together all his state of war. Fresh kings are come to Troy tomorrow. We must with all our main powers stand fast, and here's a lord. Come knights from east to west, and cull their flower. Ajax shall cope the best.
I have an idea.
Oh.
Go we to council. Let Achilles lead. Light boats sail swift, though greater hopes draw deep.
Excellent.
All right.
Act 3, Scene 1, the Grecian camp, outside Achilles' tent. Enter Agamemnon, Ulysses with a letter, Nestor, Ajax, Achilles, and Patroclus.
Achilles stands at the entrance of his tent, pleased at our general to pass strangely by him, as if he were forgot. And princes all, they neglect and lose regard upon him. I will come last. 'Tis like he'll question me, with such unplausive eyes are bent on him. If so, I have derision medicinable, to use between your strangeness and his pride, which his own will shall have desire to drink. It may be good. Pride hath no other glasses to show itself a pride, for supple knees feed arrogance, and are the proud man's fees.
We'll execute your purpose, and put on a form of strangeness as we pass along. Or do we forward and either greet him not, or else disdainfully, which shall seek him more than if not looked on. I will lead the way.
What? Comes this general to speak with me? You know my mind. I'll fight no more against Troy.
What does Achilles? Would he aught with us?
Would you, my lord, aught with the general?
No?
Nothing, my lord?
The better.
How now, Patroclus?
Good morrow, Ajax!
Ha!
Good morrow.
Aye. And good next day, too.
Exit Ajax, Agamemnon, Nestor. Ulysses steps off to the side, reading his letter.
What mean these fellows? Know they not Achilles?
They passed by strangely. They used to bend to send their smile before them to Achilles, to come as humbly as they used to creep to holy altars.
What? Am I poor of late? 'Tis certain greatness, once falled out with fortune, must fall out with men too. What the declined is, he shall as soon read in the eyes of others as feel in his own fall. For men, like butterflies, show not their mealy wings but to the summer. And not a man for being simply man hath any honor, but honor for those honors that are without him, as place, riches, favor, prizes of accident, as oft as merit. When they fall, as being slippery standers, the love that leaned on them is slippery too. Do one pluck down another, and together die in the fall. But 'tis not so with me. Fortune and I are friends. I do enjoy all at ample point all that I did possess, save these men's looks, who do, methinks, find out something not worth in me such rich beholding as they have oft given. Here's Ulysses. How now, Ulysses?
Now great Theseus' son!
What are you reading?
Well, a strange fellow here writes me that man how dearly ever parted, how much in having or without or in, cannot make boast to have that which he hath, nor feels not what he owes, but by reflection, as when his virtues, shining upon others, heap them, and they retort that heat again to the first giver.
This is not strange, Ulysses. The beauty that is born here in the face the bearer knows not, but commends itself to others' eyes. Nor doth the eye itself, that most pure spirit of sense, behold itself, not going from itself, but eye to eye opposed, salutes each other with each other's form. For speculation turns not to itself, till it have traveled, and is mirrored there where it may see itself. This is not strange at all.
I do not strain at the position. It is familiar, but the author's drift, who in his circumstance expressly proves that no man is the lord of anything, though in and of him there may be much consisting till he communicate his parts to others. I was much wrapped in this, and apprehended here immediately the unknown Ajax. Heavens, what a man is there, a very horse, that he knows not what nature, what brings things there, are most abject in regard and dear in use. What things again most dear in the esteem and poor in worth? Now shall we see tomorrow an act that very chance doth throw upon him, Ajax renowned. O heaven, what some men do, while some men leave to do. How some men creep in skittish fortune's hall, while others play the idiots in their eyes. How one man eats into another's pride, while pride is fasting in its wantonness. To see these Grecian lords, why, even already they clap the lubber Ajax on the shoulder, as if his foot were on brave Hector's breast, and great Troy shrieking.
I do believe it, for they passed by me, as misers do by beggars. Neither gave to me good word or look. What? Are my deeds forgot?
Time hath, my lord, a wallet at his back, wherein he puts alms for oblivion. A great-sized monster of ingratitudes, those scraps are good deeds past, which are devoured as fast as they are made, forgot as soon as done. Perseverance, dear my lord, keeps honor bright. To have done is so to hang quite out of fashion like a rusty nail. In monumental mockery, take the instant way. For honor travels in a strait so narrow, where one but goes abreast, keep then the path. For emulation hath 1,000 sons, that one by one pursue if you give way, or hedge aside from the direct forthright. Like to an entered tide, they all rush by and leave you hindmost. Or like a gallant horse fallen in first rank, lie there for pavement to the abject rear, or run and tramples on. Then what they do in the present, though less than yours in the past, must or keep yours. For time is like a fashionable host that slightly shakes his parting guests by the hand, and with his arms outstretched as he would fly, grasps in the corner, welcome ever smiles, and farewell goes out sighing. The present eye praises the present object. Then marvel not, thou great and complete man, that all the Greeks begin to worship Ajax, since things in motion sooner catch the eye than what not stirs. The cry went once on thee, and still it might, and yet it may again, if thou wouldest not entomb thyself alive, and case thy reputation in thy tent, whose glorious deeds, but in these fields of late, made emulous missions among the gods themselves, and drave great Mars to faction.
Of this my privacy, I have strong reasons.
But 'gainst your privacy, the reasons are more potent and heroical. 'Tis known, Achilles, that you are in love.
Ooh, exit Ulysses.
To this effect, Achilles, have I moved you? A woman, impudent and mannish grown, is not more loath than an effeminate man in time of action. I stand condemned for this. They think my little stomach to the war and your great love to me restrains you thus. Speak, rouse yourself, and the weak, wanton Cupid shall from your neck unloose his amorous fold, and like a dewdrop from the lion's mane be shook to air.
Shall Ajax fight with Hector?
Aye, and perhaps receive much honor by him.
I see my reputation is at stake. My fame is truly gored.
Then beware. Those wounds heal ill that men do give themselves. Omission to do what is necessary seals a commission to a blank of danger, and danger, like an ague, subtly taints, even when we sit idly in the sun.
Go call Thersites hither, sweet Patroclus. I'll send the fool to Ajax and desire him to invite the Trojan lords after the combat to see us here unarmed. I have a woman's longing, appetite that I am sick withal, to see great Hector in his weeds of peace, to talk with him, and behold his visage, even to my full of view.
Enter Thersites.
A labor saved!
A wonder!
What?
Ajax! Get this, bro. Ajax goes up and down the field asking for himself.
How so?
He's got to fight singly tomorrow with Hector. And he's so prophetically proud of an heroic cudgeling. And he raves and saying nothing.
How can that be?
Why, he stalks up and down like a peacock, you know? Gets to stride and a stand. He ruminates like a hostess that hath no arithmetic but her brain to set down her reckoning. Bites his lip with a politic regard, as who should say there were wit in his head as without, and so there is, but it lies as coldly in him as fire in a flint, which doesn't show without knocking. The man's undone forever, for if Hector break not his neck in the combat, he'll break it himself in vainglory. He knows not me. I say good morrow, Ajax. He replies, thanks, Agamemnon. What think you of this man that takes me for the general? He's grown a very landfish, languageless, a monster, a plague of opinion. A man may wear it on both sides, like a leather jerkin.
Thou must be my ambassador to him, Thersites.
Oh, who? Me? Why, he'll answer nobody. He professes not answering. Speaking is for beggars. He wears his tongue in his arms. I'll put on his presence. Let Patroclus make demands to me. You should see the page of Ajax.
To him, Patroclus, tell him I humbly desire the valiant Ajax to invite the most victorious Hector to come unarmed to my tent, and to procure safe conduct for his person of the magnanimous and most illustrious 6 or 7 times honored Captain General of the Grecian army, Agamemnon, etc. Do this.
Jove's late Ajax. I come from the worthy Achilles, who most humbly desires you to invite Hector to his tent, and to procure safe conduct from Agamemnon.
Agamemnon!
Aye, my lord. So what say you to it?
I'll be with you, all my heart.
Your answer, sir?
Yeah, if tomorrow will be a fair day, by 11 o'clock it will. Go one way or the other. However, he shall pay me here, he has me.
Your answer, sir.
Fare you well with all my heart.
Why, but is he not in this tune, is he?
No. He's out of tune thus. What music will be in him when Hector's knocked out his brains, bro? I know not, but I am sure none unless the fiddler Apollo himself gets his sinews to make catlins on.
Come.
Thou shalt bear a letter to him straight.
Let me bear another to his horse. That's the more capable creature.
My mind is troubled, like a fountain stirred, and I myself shall not see the bottom of it.
Exeunt Achilles and Patroclus.
Yeah, go, Achilles. Would the fountain of your mind were clear again, that I might water an ass at it. I'd rather be a tick in a sheep than such a valiant ignorance.
Exeunt. And that's Act 1, folks. We have the stage set for our big battle. Winner take all. The strongest of the Trojans, Hector, versus the strongest of the Greeks, Ajax, who is definitely not the strongest of the Greeks. How's it going to play out? Achilles could, actually step up and fight. Will he? Who knows? What's Patroclus going to do? Who knows? Certainly can't look at thousands of years of history to find out. That's intermission right now. We're going to take a quick 10 and come back. We do have a song written by Andrea and performed by Jason. So that'll be fun. Grab a drink, I actually have a little bit left, but I will definitely refill before Act 2. Use the restroom, do what you gotta do. Be sure to hit up the Black August Solidarity Fund. It's in the show notes. And again, see you in 10. Peace out.
hear me? Because I'm using a mic so I can sound good. Or not. I wasn't supposed to be here. I'll go away now.
Hey, everybody, we're back. It's me, Jeremy. And closing the door. So we don't have that. And normally, again, this is the part of the show where Bryan comes out and does a song. Hey, Jason. Yes, normally this is the part where Bryan comes out and does a song. But Bryan's not here tonight. Jason is. And Jason's here to perform a song that Andrea wrote yesterday.
And I learned an hour ago.
Hooray!
Okay, Jeremy, while you're there, can you hear me well?
Yep, I got you. You're good.
Good, because I'm using a independent microphone from the normal way I do things. So
All right.
I'm better than normal, hopefully.
Sounds cool. So whenever you're ready, take it away.
I am ready. I'll take it away. You might recognize this song, but don't worry, I'm not going to do all 10 minutes of it because we don't have that much material. But it is epic. A long, long time ago, Greece and Troy were in a war. Yeah, that's the B-plot here somehow. And we could not just let that stand. Plus cheeky edits are in brand. So now these lovers take their final bow. But that leaves us with a better tale, where assassin battles and schemes prevail. Bad news for this romance. We've taken a forceful stance. Boldly we just said delete it. But trust us, you should not feel cheated. Things still get plenty heated, just without the boring bits. So bye, Troilus and Cressida, guys. The plot was yucky and you're lucky we hung them to dry. And that old Pandarus, well, he's just gonna die. Stinging these folks cannot be the good guys. These folks just cannot be the good guys. Did we cut them from the plot and change the focus like a lot? We won't lie and tell you no. And do you believe in our true heart, and that we care about art, and that we want to do a real good show? Well, we know it's quite a lot to ask, but we hope you'll go and grab your flask. Please do us a small kindness. Your story is timeless. The title action we just had to shot with the aim that you'll throw a good cause a buck after the show with any luck. So please give us a try. And we'll be singing bye, Troilus and Cressida, guys. The plot was yucky and you're lucky we hung them to dry. And that old Pandarus is just gonna die, singing these folks cannot be the good guys. These folks cannot be the good guys. So bye, Troilus and Cressida, guys. The plot was yucky and you're lucky we hung them to dry. And that old Pandarus, he's just gonna die, singing this'll be the way that I die. Thank you all.
Jason Myers, everybody! Also, now is normally the part where Bryan tells us about the 9,000 shows he's doing at any given time. So I'm just going to open it up to the floor. Anyone got anything? Going once. Going twice. Josh, got something? Or are you just being creepy in the dark? Just being creepy in the dark. Cool. Good to know. All right. So again, when last we left our heroes, Achilles has been a whiny little baby about not wanting to fight the Trojans. And finally, Agamemnon said, whatever, dude, if you don't want to fight, we got Ajax. He's just as good. He's not just as good. But the whole war is going to come down to single combat between Ajax and Hector. So let's see how that's playing out. Yeah. Act 4, Scene 1, the Grecian camp, a meeting ground. Enter Aeneas and Hector, armed. Enter Agamemnon, Achilles, Patroclus, Nestor, Ulysses, and Ajax opposite, also armed.
Yeah.
Hail you, state of Greece. What shall be done to him that victory commands, or do you purpose of victor shall be known? Will you, the knights, shall to the edge of all extremity pursue each other, or shall be divided by any voice or order of the field? Hector bade me ask.
Which way would Hector have it?
You don't care. He'll obey any conditions you got.
It's done like Hector, but securely done. A little proudly, a great deal misprizing the knight opposed.
If not Achilles, sir. What's your name?
If it's not Achilles, nothing.
Therefore Achilles. But whatever, know this, in the extremity of great and little, valor and pride excel themselves in Hector. The one almost as infinite as all. The other blank is nothing. Weigh him well, and that which looks like pride is courtesy. This Ajax is half made of Hector's blood, in love that whereof half Hector stays at home. Half heart, half hand, half Hector comes to seek this blended knight, half Trojan and half Greek.
A maiden battle, then. I perceive you. Come on, dude.
Achilles and Patroclus go off to the side. Ajax and Hector square up. Alarm! Hector and Ajax fight. Everybody else cheers and jeers.
Woo! Let's go!
Fight!
Split his head open!
End alarm!
Slap the spit out of him!
End alarm! Hector and Ajax separate.
I am not warm yet. Let us fight again.
Yeah, Hector pleases.
Why then I will not. Thou art, great lord, my father's sister's son, a cousin german to great Priam's seed. The obligation of our blood forbids a gory emulation twixt us twain. Were thy commixtion Greek and Trojan, so that thou couldst say, this hand is Grecian all, and this Trojan, and the sinews of this leg all Greek, and this all Troy. My mother's blood runs on this dexter cheek, and on this sinister the Trojan. By Jove, multipotent, thou shouldst not bear me. From me a Greekish member wear it in my sword, had not impressure made of our rank feud, but the gods gainsay that any drop thou borrowedst from thy mother, my sacred aunt, should by my mortal sword be drained. Let me embrace thee, Ajax. By him that thunders thou hast lusty arms, Hector would have them fall upon him thus. Cousin, all honor to thee.
I thank thee, Hector. Thou art too gentle and too free a man. I came to kill thee, cousin, and bear hence a great addition earned in thy death.
Not Neapolitus so mirable, on whose bright crest fame and her loudest oyez cries, this is he, could promise to himself a thought of added honor torn from Hector.
There's expectance here from both the sides. What further will you do?
We'll answer it. The issue is embracement. Ajax, farewell.
If I might, in entreaties find success, and said I have the chance, I would desire my famous cousin to our Grecian tents.
'Tis Agamemnon's wish, and great Achilles doth long to see unarmed the valiant Hector.
The worthiness of them tell me name by name. But for Achilles, mine own searching eyes shall find him by his large and portly size.
Worthy of arms, as welcome as to one that would be rid of such an enemy. But there's no welcome. Understand more clear. What's past and what's to come is strewed with husks and formless ruin of oblivion. But in this extant moment, faith and trust, stained purely from all hollow by its drawing, is thee with most divine integrity from the heart of very heart, great Hector. Welcome.
I thank thee, most imperious Agamemnon.
Nestor, you're muted. There we go. Good old Nestor.
He's
Thou
old.
gallant Trojan, seen thy oft, laboring for destiny, make a cruel way, through ranks of Greekish youth. And I have seen thee, as hot as Perseus, spur thy Phrygian steed. And I have seen thee pause and take thy breath, like an Olympian wrestling. I have seen thee. By this thy countenance still locked in steel, I saw till now. I knew thy grandsire. I once fought with him. Hey, he was a soldier good. But thee, great Mars, the captain of us all, never saw like thee. An old man embraced thee. Let an old man embrace thee. And worthy warrior, welcome to our tents.
His old Nestor.
Ah, let me embrace thee, good old chronicle. Hast so long walked hand in hand with time, most reverend Nestor. Clasp me. You can.
That was my letter.
Yep.
I would my arms could match thee in contention, as they contended with thee in courtesy.
Would-
Hey,
Nestor.
huh?
Yep.
Bottom of 28.
You said that already?
Yes.
By this wee white beard, I'll fight thee tomorrow. Welcome, welcome. I've seen the time.
So to him we leave it. Most gentle and most valiant Hector, welcome. After the general, I beseech you next to feast with me and see me at my tent.
I shall forestall thee, Lord Ulysses, thou. Now, Hector, I have fed mine eyes on thee. I have with exact view perused thee, Hector, and quoted joint by joint.
Is this Achilles?
I am Achilles. Dude.
Stand there, I pray thee, let me look on thee.
Behold thy fill.
Nay, I have done already.
Thou art too brief. I will the second time, as I would by thee, view thee limb by limb.
Oh, like a book of sport thou'lt read me over. But there's more in me than thou understandst. Why dost thou so oppress me with thine eye?
Tell me, you heavens, in which part of his body shall I destroy him, brother? Whether there or there or there, that I may give a local wound a name and make distinct the very breach whereout Hector's great spirit flew. Answer me, heavens, oh yeah.
It would discredit the best blessed gods, proud man. To answer such a question, stand again. Thinkst thou to catch my life so pleasantly as to prenominate in nice conjecture where thou wilt hit me dead?
I tell thee, yeah.
Wert thou an oracle to tell me so, I'd not believe thee. Henceforth, guard thee well, for I'll not kill thee there, nor there, but by the forge that stithed Mars his helm, I'll kill thee everywhere. This Grecians, me this brag, his insolence draws from, his insolence draws folly from my lips. But I'll endeavor deeds to match these words, or I may never.
Do not chafe thee, cousin. And you, Achilles, let these threats alone. Till accident or purpose bring you to't, you may have every day enough of Hector. If you have stomach, the general state I bear can scarce entreat you to be odd with him.
I pray you, let us see you in the field. We have had pelting wars since you refused the Grecians' cause.
Pussy!
Does thou entreat me, Hector? Tomorrow do I meet thee, fell as death. Tonight, all friends, brah.
Thy hand upon that match.
Sexual tension. Oh. First, all ye peers of Greece, go to my tent. There in the full confesse, we, afterwards, as Hector's leader, and your bounties shall concur together, severally entreat him. Beat loud the tambourines, let the trumpet blow, let this great soldier make his welcome known.
Exeunt. Act 5, Scene 1, Troy, outside the palace. Enter Hector and Andromache.
Ah, when my lord was so much ungently tempered, to stop his ears against admonishment, unarm, and do not fight today.
By all the everlasting gods, I'll go!
My dreams will sure prove ominous to the day.
No more, I say.
Enter Cassandra.
Is my brother Hector?
Yes, sister, armed and bloody in intent, consort with me in loud and dear petition. Pursue we him on knees, for I have dreamt of bloody turbulence, and this whole night hath been nothing but shapes and forms of slaughter.
No, 'tis true.
Gone, I say the gods have heard me swear.
The gods are deaf to hot and peevish vows. They are polluted offerings, more abhorrent than spalted livers in the sacrifice.
Oh, be persuaded. Do not count it holy to be hurt by being just. It is as lawful for we would give much to use violent thefts and rob in the behalf of charity.
It is the purpose that makes strong the vow, but vows to every purpose must not hold. Unarmed, sweet Hector.
Hold you still, I say. Mine honor keeps the weather of my fate. Lie every man holds dear, but the brave man holds honor far more precious than dear life.
Come, Hector, come, go back. Cassandra doth foresee, and I myself am like a prophet, suddenly enwrapped to tell thee that this day is ominous. Therefore, come back.
Aeneas is afield! And I do stand engaged to many Greeks, even in the faith of valor to appear this morning to them.
Aye, but thou shalt not go.
I must not break my faith.
Oh, farewell, dear Hector. Look how thou diest. Look how thy eyes turn pale. Look how thy wounds do bleed at many vents. Hark how Troy roars, how Hector cries out, how poor Andromache shrills her bellows forth. Behold distraction, frenzy, and amazement. Like witless antics one another meet, and all cry, Hector! Hector's dead! Oh, Hector!
Hey!
Farewell, yet soft, Hector, take my leave. Thou dost thyself and all our Troy deceive.
Exit Cassandra.
You're amazed, my love, at her exclaim. Go and cheer the town. Go forth and fight. Do deeds worth praise, and tell them you tonight.
Farewell. The gods with safety stand about thee.
Exeunt. Scene 2. The plains between Troy and the Grecian camp. Alarums! Everyone runs in, fighting! Fight!
Get anybody?
Wait! And alarums! Enter Thersites.
Now look, they're clapper-clawing one another. I'll go look on. The policy of these crafty swearing rascals that steal old mouse-eaten dry cheese Nestor and then sang dog-fox Ulysses has not proved worthy of Blackberry. They set me up in policy, that mongrel cur, Ajax, against the dog of his bad of a kind Achilles, and now is the cur, Ajax, prouder than the cur Achilles, and will not arm today. whereupon the Grecians begin to proclaim barbarism and policy grows into an ill opinion.
Enter Hector!
Oh shit. Shit.
What art thou Greek? Art thou Hector's match? Art thou of blood and honor?
No. See, what happened was, I'm a rascal, a scurvy railing knave, a very filthy rogue.
I do believe thee. Live.
Exeunt! Scene 3, another part of the plains. Alarums! Everyone fights! Patroclus is struck down by Hector! Re-enter Nestor and Agamemnon!
Oh, did you live stream that? Did you get that on?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Go, bear Patroclus' body to Achilles, and bid the snail-paced Ajax arm for same. Here's 1,000 Hectors in the field. Now he fights on Latte, his horse, and there lacks worse. Anon, he's there afoot, and there they fly or die like scaled skulls for the belching whale. And there he is yonder, where the Troy Greeks, right for his edge, fall down before him like the mowers swath. Here, there, everywhere. He leaves and takes, dexterity so obeying appetite, that what he will, he does, and does so much that proof is called impossibility.
Enter Ulysses.
Hey, I'm here. Oh, courage, princes! Great Achilles is arming, weeping, cursing, vowing vengeance. Patroclus' wounds have roused his drowsy blood. Again.
So, we draw together.
Exeunt! Scene 4, another part of the plains. Enter Achilles. Where is this Hector? Come, thou boy queller, show thy face. Know what it is to meet Achilles angry. Come here about me. Mark what I say. Attend me where I wheel. I have the bloody Hector found. Impale him with this weapon round about. In fellous manner, execute my aim. Follow me, gods, in my proceedings I. It is decreed that Hector the Great must die. Achilles starts to exit, but enter Hector.
Most putrefied corpse, there without. The goodly armor thus hath cost thy life. Now my day's work's done. I'll take good breath. Rest, sword. Thou hast thy fill of blood and death.
Look, Hector, how the sun begins to set. How ugly night comes breathing at its heels, even with the veil and darkening of the sun to close the day up. Hector's life is done.
I am unarmed. Forgo this vantage, Greek.
Strike, O God, strike. This is the man I seek. Achilles rushes Hector. Hector grabs his weapon. They fight. Hector falls. Like that. So, lion, fall thou next. Now, Troy, sink down. Here lies thy heart, thy sinews, and thy bone. Oh, and crawl you all amain. Achilles has the mighty Hector slain. The dragon wing of night overspreads the earth. And stickler like the army separates. My half-sup sword that frankly would have fed, pleased with this dainty bait, thus goes to bed. I will tie his body to my horse's tail. Along the field I will the Trojan trail. Trojan trail sounds like a
Excellent. Scene 5, another part of the plains. Enter Aeneas.
Stand ho! Yet are we masters of the field. Never go home. Here we starve out the night.
Shouts from within. Achilles, Hector, Hector slain!
Achilles, Hector slain! Hector slain!
Hector is slain. He's dead at the murderer's horse's tail. Its beastly sword dragged through the shameful field. Frown on, you heavens, affect your rage with speed. Sit, gods, upon your thrones, and smile at Troy. I say, at once let your brief plagues be mercy, and linger not our sure destructions on. You understand me, not that tell me so. I do not speak of flight, of fear, of death, but dare all imminence that gods and men address their dangers in. Hector is gone. Who shalt thou Priam so, or Hecuba? Let him that will a screech owl I be called go into Troy and say there, Hector is dead. There is a word will Priam turn to stone, make wells and Niobes of the maids and wives, cold statues of the youth, and in a word, scare Troy out of itself. But march away. Hector's dead. There's no more to say. No space of earth shall sunder our two aids. Strike a free march to Troy, with comfort go. Hope of revenge shall hide our inward woe.
Excellent. And that's our story, folks. In case you're curious, Paris, Hector's brother, goes on to kill Achilles. Aeneas goes on to found Rome. So it all works out great. And that's our show. I'd like to bring everyone back out here to do this one more time. Tonight, as Aeneas and Andromache and Thersites, Blake Baranowski. As Ajax and Cassandra, Joshua Klingman. As Hector, Jim Donaldson as Hector. As Nestor, Josh Bryan. As Ulysses, Christee Reince. As Agamemnon and our intermission music, Jason Myers. As Patroclus, Andrea Roedel-Schroder. And as Achilles, Stephen Wolterstorff. Andrea Roedel-Schroder was also our showrunner for this here show. She did the cut. She gave everyone a whole bunch of notes. And I just kind of hosted and read the things.
Yay, reading the things!
Yay!
That's what most of us did.
I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Again, we will be back in 2 weeks with Picture of Dorian Gray in a wildly different version than a wildly different show than what you're seeing tonight.
It's just going to be a still image of a gray picture for 2 hours.
But
Something? Can I say something?
yeah, go ahead, Jeff.
It slowly melts.
Donate money to help bail.
Yes.
Follow the links. If you're sitting at home, you've got money to donate. Do it.
Yep. Yes. Click the link. Do the thing.
Please donate.
Yes. They're doing a lot of good work. They were doing good work before this, and they're needed now more than ever. So, yes, hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. We're in some wild frickin' times, man. And all we've got is each other.
It's good.
It's 2020.
Yep.
Night, bros.
See you guys in 2 weeks.
Bye.
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 Bye.